everybody. Hope you all are doing fine. Today I'm going to start a motivational book, and I would really enjoy your company in reading the book with me. And I'm sure that's going to be really helpful for you if you want to learn English. Also, I suggest you to keep a book and a pen with you to write down the meaning of rarely used words, okay, which will improve your English skills. So without any further delay, let's start the journey. And also, I will be uploading one chapter a day, okay? So which book we're going to start is Good Vibes, Good Life by Vex King. So let's get started. We're going to go directly to the introduction. Okay, so today we'll be doing the introduction, and tomorrow we'll start with the chapters, okay? For 3 years of my childhood, I had no fixed home. My family and I lived with relatives, and for short periods during this time in a housing shelter. I was grateful that we had a roof over our heads, but I remember how frightening the housing shelter experience was. There was always unpleasant looking characters lurking around the entrance who would throw us piercing stares when we entered the building. Now here we have a new word that will be lurking, so let's see the meaning of it. It means lie in wait, lie in ambush, behave in a sneaky and secretive manner, okay? Being a 4-year-old child, I felt scared, but my mother reassured me that things would be okay. She said that we should just look down and go straight to our room. One night, we popped out, and when we returned, there was blood all over the staircase and on the walls in the corridors. Fragments of glass covered the floor. My sisters and I had never seen anything so horrific before. We looked up at our mom. I sensed fear in her, but again, with courage, she told us to tread carefully over the glass and get up to our room. Let's see the meaning of tread. It means a step in walking or running. Put down or press the foot, place the foot. Okay, so we need to, here it means that to put down your foot carefully. Then, still shaken by what we'd seen, my sister and I tried to work out what may have happened downstairs in the corridor of the shelter. Then we heard screams and shouting, followed by sounds of chaos. It was terrifying. Once more, we looked to Mom for comfort. She pulled us in close and told us not to worry, but I could hear her heart pounding. She was just as scared. We had very little sleep that night. The screams went on and on. I was surprised that no police came and that no one else seemed to be trying to calm the storm. It was as though no one cared about the safety of the people there. It felt like no one cared about us. All we had was each other in a world that seemed cold and corrupt. When I discuss childhood memories like this one with my friends and family, they're shocked by how much I can remember. I often find them asking, "How do you even remember that? You were so young." I don't remember anything, nor are my memories crystallized in clear detail. However, I do remember how I felt during the majority of my experiences, good and bad. There was so much emotions attached to the events that took place, and these memories haunted me for a very long time. During my late teens, I wished a lot of these memories would just go away. I wanted to erase them, so that I was no longer reminded of the struggles I'd faced as a child. I was even embarrassed by some of them. I felt uncomfortable with who I was. There were times when I said and did things that didn't match the child I was deep down. I often felt hurt by the world and wanted to hurt it back. Things are different now. I look back on my memories and embrace everything that happened. There's a lesson to be learned from every event. I realize that the good, the bad, and the downright ugly events are all a part of who I've become. Although some of them may have been painful, they're a blessing. They've taught me so much. My experiences have left me with a drive to find a way out of misery and a path towards a better life. I've written this book to share the lessons I have learned in the hope that they will provide you with some clarity and guidance to live with what I call a greater life. It's up to you who you take from my stories, what you take from my stories. I accept that some ideas will resonate while others will feel uncomfortable. Nevertheless, I do believe that if you can apply the concepts I discuss within the course of the book, you'll experience incredible positive changes in your life. I'm not a philosopher, a psychologist, a scientist, or a religious leader. I'm simply someone who likes to learn and share my wisdom with others in the hope that it may release them from undesirable feelings and increase feelings of joy. I believe that every person on the planet is here to make a difference. I'm devoted to helping you find your purpose so you can add value to our world, which is in such turmoil. Let's see the meaning of turmoil. A violent disturbance. If we can collectively become conscious citizens of this planet, we'll lessen the burden we place on it. By living to your full potential, you'll not only change your world, you'll change the world around you too. Some people are comfortable with mediocrity. Let's see the meaning of this. Ordinariness as a consequence of being average and not outstanding. They avoid living a greater life, and that's beyond what most consider the norm. A greater life requires you to find your greatness. In simple terms, greatness is about becoming the greatest version of yourself. It's about breaking the imaginary boundaries that hold you captive in a life you believe you have to settle for, and touching the realms of unthinkable. The greatness mentality means living in a life without limits, where there are infinite possibilities. For this reason, we cannot define where greatness begins or ends. We can only strive to become better. So, stop trying to impress people, impress yourself, stretch yourself, test yourself, be the best version of what you can be. This book requires you to commit to a better you right now. My aim is to help you become better than the person you were yesterday, every day in each and every way, for the rest of your life. If you wake up with this desire in your mind and then consciously follow up on it, you'll be surprised by how much inspiration you find. Your life will begin to reflect your commitment to progress. Greatness isn't a one-dimensional term. Although it's subjective, most will associate the word with having a special talent, lots of money or material position, authority or status, and big achievement under their belts. But true greatness goes deeper than that. It cannot exist without purpose, love, selflessness, humility, appreciation, kindness, and of course, our highest priority as human beings, happiness. When I think of greatness, I think of reaching a level of mastery across all avenues of life and making a positive impact on the world. Great people aren't just the high rollers in life, but those who we value as amazing inhabitants of this world. You deserve a greater life, and this book will help you create it. Daily goal: be better than who I was yesterday. Post pictures or your favorite images, pages, quotes, experiences related to these books on social media using hashtag Vex King books so I can like them and feature them on my page. So this is what the writer tells in this introduction of his book. Tomorrow come for the chapter 1.